Welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the fourth inning with nobody out.
Up for Toronto.
Now to bat, Lourdes Gurriel. In his career against this pitcher, not great. He's 1 for 8. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So now to the plate, Santiago Espinal.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Espinal.
On the ground to third. Oh, look at Franco. He goes to first. Got him. Kelvin Gutierrez is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing third base.
Next to stand in is Jake Lamb. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And now here is number 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
A little low there. It's 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-0 to him now. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Now into the box, Cedric Mullins. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And not in time as the run scores.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
1-1 the count.
He's going.
Runners off for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. He's not going to get him as he swipes second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
You love the aggressive base running right there. It's not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag down.
No, very aggressive send right there. You take a chance, you hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
Again, another foul ball. Sent on the ground out to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Kelvin Gutierrez is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Ground ball right side. Scooped up to second for 1. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. A ball and no strikes. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get at it.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the right fielder, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he'll get in there safely. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors in a. Up next is Danny Jansen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher.
First pitch on its way, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Still 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So it's back to the top of the order now. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. 1-0 the count. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
High and away, not close. 3-0. Three and 1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's ball 4. Digging in next, Marcus Semien. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 1 for 4. Now the first pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in at the plate next will be Jorge Mateo. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. No hits to this point. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter.
So next to hit is number 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Looked like a cut fastball there, and all he can do with it is foul it off to the right. The 2-1.
3 balls. A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Full count now, 3-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Tyler Wells takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Santander's got it, and there's 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. Now a flare out toward right center. Urias has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Next up, Santiago Espinal. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays. Number 58 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 58.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Cedric Mullins.
Leading off.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Number 31.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2-1 the count. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And he's going to make the catch. Oh, and he paid the price for it, too, as he crashes into the wall. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini, singled in his last at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Trey Mancini goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Anthony Santander is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Lays off 2-2 now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Popped up. Espinal moving to his left, and he's got it for the final. Cesar Valdez will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. Jake Lamb standing in now. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. The 1-0. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Danny Jansen. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. This is foul right side. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Even at 2 strikes, here's the pitch. 3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and that brings in George Springer as he drives a liner to right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Next, it'll be Marcus Semien. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Jays add one more on the solo home run. Last half of the seventh here, and set to go is the third baseman, Kelvin Gutierrez. One ball, no strikes to count. Ball, no strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. The pitch. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp. They've backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Austin Hayes is at the plate as he takes a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Here's the first pitch to him.
Pedro Severino.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Striding forward now is the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0-for-3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
First pitch to the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
2-0 to the Jays left fielder. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Three and 1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He swings and misses. Throw down. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mateo is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Up next to the Blue.
Now to the plate, here is Lourdes Gurriel. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. Gerard Dyson will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 1.
Now a spin and a throwback to second, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, and the runner back. The 0-1 on its way. Pitch outside, the throw. And the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it. Or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. 2 out, nobody on. And he lost him here on 2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Jake Lamb stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he pops him up. Drifting toward the left side of the infield. Gutierrez is there, and Kevin Biggio is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Jorge Mateo is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, number 1. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Dylan Tate enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in, Danny Jansen. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. George Springer, the next to hit. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Tate offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it, and there are 2 away now. So next to bat will be Marcus Semien, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. Kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes, even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Strike taken. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to. Brad Hand, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. And now the first pitch. Cedric Mullins is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0.
Leading off for the Orioles,
2 balls and no strikes.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Once again, a 3-2. Line to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. The 0-1 delivery. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He got under one and popped out his last time up. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Mullins leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 8-3 is today's final. Toronto get their 30th win on the road.